Good evening. Welcome to Waking God's Child YouTube channel. We are live. I'm here with my co-host Candy Nelson on Waking God's Child YouTube channel. Said that once, saying it twice, going, gone. All right, guys. So tonight we are discussing a little kind of a reward and also a drawing slash game that we're going to be playing and drawing a winner. And I'm going to let Candy take it away from here.
Okay, so we're just kind of winging this because we were supposed to sit down and write out some guidelines, which neither one of us did. I'm sorry, we've been both been busy, but anyway, so we're just going to start out like it's going to be 2 weeks away when we're going to pick the winner. Um, we just basically the first one we're just going to do a basic. Um, you'll be able to pick three numbers between 1 and 300, and you should put them all in separate comments. And the rule would be, though, that you will not be able to go back and edit or delete your comment after you put your number in.
And I can
So
see.
that way that makes it fair for everybody. So make sure whatever numbers you pick, that those are the ones you're going to be comfortable with, because you cannot delete or edit it afterwards. And then just to let you know, I do like several different crafting things. Some are with fabric, some are with resin. Plus, I make my soaps and my salves. So I have a lot of variety stuff. And so it just depends on who the winner is. I may be asking some questions like, do you have a favorite sports team? Do you have a favorite animal? Are you public about Morgellons? Because, I can make earrings or keychains.
Personalize them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or like I said, I have a lot of different things I make with a lot of things. So the box, whatever that you get, and I may ask you to, like, what are some of your symptoms? Because the soaps and the salves will be based on what your symptoms are, or if you have a preference. Do you want medicinal soaps or salves, or do you want stuff to smell good or feel good? So there's a lot of variety, and some of
Working
the
her
stuff
magic,
too,
guys.
yeah, and some of the stuff too is store bought. So, I buy stuff in bulk when I find it at discount prices. So, maybe some essential oils, or, maybe eye mask, or herbs, or whatever, whatever is get in the box. It's a nice care package, so whoever gets it, you'll be quite pleased with it. And we're going to do,
Trust me, you will.
and it'll be a medium flat rate shipping box. And it'll be within the USA, unless somebody wants to pay the extra shipping to go somewhere else. It
Sure.
has to be right
Canada, Alaska, or
right.
Alaska might be actually a little bit more as well, but we'll figure that out when we come to that bridge.
Hi, Argo. Hi, Connie. And so you'll have 2 weeks to be able to put numbers out there. So again, the numbers will be between 1 and 300. You can pick three, put them in separate comments. Um, And again, if you are the winner, of course, we're going to have a mailing address to send it to, or we may send you a phone number. That way I can talk to you on the phone or on Facebook chat or something like that to find out again what your symptoms are, what are the things that you like, what are you looking for to feel better or smell better or whatever, because it's a lot of variety. It's a nice care
So
package.
just kidding. After today in that 104-degree heat, though, probably
Oh,
so.
I know I can't breathe in this heat.
It's
I'm in
awful.
Florida. She's in Texas. I cannot breathe in this mess. I get and so many people are being like, a lot of my friends right now are being hospitalized with lung stuff. Really strange. I had that really strange bacterial
Lots of
systemic
pneumonia,
infection.
lots of, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
same.
and then another friend is in there right now, and he's having like a lot of difficulty. They sent him to the Shands in Gainesville, and just people are just I don't know. This.
Our sun is white. Our sun is white right now, folks. It is not yellow, it's white. There are solar bursts, sun bursts, whatever you want to call them. Um, solar flares, they are happening. And I think with each emission, there's all sorts of junk coming out on top of the fact that, well, I mean, just for instance, today, I'm just going to throw this out there like a psycho woman. I saw two airplanes, quote unquote, airplanes going straight to the moon. Like, I would fly straight up with a little white, little streak. And because I said streak and I said airplane, didn't even say the word SK. Why are you harassing the algorithm? There's going to be a little notation below this later on, mark my words, that says, let me just educate you on the difference between con artist, little white streak, and Kim has a big butt, little white streak. Yeah, I'm totally using code words. Kim
Again,
doesn't have a butt.
what
So,
does con means? Con means to deceive, you know?
con artist, that's right. But I do believe and I know we're talking about picking winners, guys. Basically, what we're saying is the next on the 27th, I think, 2 Fridays from now, we will be. The Candy has actually already wrote down the number. So in the comments between now and Friday, you have three chances to leave three different numbers,
2
which will
weeks,
be
for 2 weeks.
in the next 2 weeks, that will be entered into a drawing in which, and I'm going to leave this one to Candy. We'll do the t-shirt portion on my part later. It'll be done a little different, but she's the master fingers or behind her beautiful products and wonderful things that she makes. And this is her brain baby, and it's really, really amazing stuff. So you don't want to miss out.
Yeah,
So
and
leave the
again,
comments.
some of it will be store bought because like I said, I find all kinds of like medicinal stuff in bulk at
Yeah.
different places, and some's handmade, some's homemade, it's like, wow. And I
Keeping
mean,
in mind though that it's stuff that will agree with y'all's skin. It's not like, it's not like full of GMOs and stuff like that. Like what she's saying is she gets lucky. She's the luckiest girl alive, and she can find stuff and make the most amazing gifts out of what she finds, and some of it, right, homemade, some of it thrown together with the other contents of whatever she finds, but basically you won't want to miss out on being the winner chicken dinner of this one,
yeah,
especially so again, 3 weeks from today, or 2 weeks from today now, right?
2 weeks.
The 27th, I think it is July 27th, whatever the Friday is, and I just said that, but
Not next Friday, but the Friday after.
yeah, Morgie brain big time, because we just looked, but I've been broken down on the side of the road all day today with a
And if
hole in my
anybody
radiator and no vehicle now, so I can't really
and
think.
if anybody out there listening or hears this video that's ever received one of my care packages, y'all let them know because they are to die for. They are
I'm
awesome.
telling you that I'm one of those individuals before I ever even knew Candy on the level that I know her. And so much love and care went into that package. And I got one for my birthday that was like just mind blowing. Beautiful soaps, oregano, charcoal, the things she comes up with. It's so creative. And I'm not even going to tell you what's going to be in it because that's up to her. But what I can tell you is you will not be displeased. You will be amazed, and you can't get anything like this anywhere else. So
Oh, and
leave
then
the comment, leave three numbers, whether it be in the live stream or on later on when this just is on the channel and the live stream is over. In that comment section, leave the numbers, because
yeah.
we will go through and we'll
And
get those numbers and see who got
one
it.
other thing I would like to add too, guys, if y'all can, if you can like just send the money to cover the shipping only, that will help us to be able to do more
To keep
packages.
doing it, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're not asking for like a lot of money for what's in the package, just
Literally the cost
help
of
cover the
shipping.
shipping. Yeah,
So
because that helps to be able to do it again.
yes, yeah. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be done. So don't think you can't play the game and still win and not have to, because I know people get in predicaments. I have been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But if
Yeah.
you can, if you're capable of, please remember that that does help. And if you're just capable of donating and you don't win a thing, keep that in mind too, because what we're trying to do is keep the love going, not profiting. There's no profit being made off of this. This is just love and care put into product, and Candy puts so much time and effort, way more time and effort than I've ever even thought to have extra of,
Mm,
into making these beautiful, beautiful gifts, and worth every single penny. But the fact that you're going to be in a drawing to win it, you're
yeah,
talking about the shipping,
yeah,
and we're not talking like Amazon, like, oh, that'll be 17.90. It's not like that, not at all.
yeah. You're talking about getting a care package worth $200 to $300 worth of stuff for the
There you go.
cost of shipping, okay?
There
So
you
there you
go. Yeah, and I think, well, like, we're looking at 10, 20 bucks most, depending on how much is in it.
go.
But you won't be disappointed. And again, the t-shirts, I am working on that. I am working on the t-shirt giveaway as well. I would like to have a collaboration in the design. I have some ideas, and I have lots of them, drawn up and ready. But if you guys have an idea for a t-shirt or something you want to see on it that presents a great message, let me know. I have, a couple other people I work with that can help me come up with designs. If not, well, there is that AI generated stuff going on. But I like to be original, and it is important, but we do need to spread the message. And so once those teas are created, those will have not only just the option of purchasing one like we've already done, and that turned out really well, by the way. A lot of people got some really great shirts. I don't know that I'll use that company again because no check received. For whatever extra would have went into that. So, like, there were some people that donated, right? I think it was like $111 total, which would have been helpful in sending these packages. It's neither here nor there. What we'll probably do is I will just go out of pocket, buy the shirts, have them printed, and we'll just go about it that way. And also have a drawing, probably with every podcast, or maybe every, like we're doing now, where you get a T-shirt sent if your name is drawn. And I'll probably do the spinning wheel thing on that. But we're just
Mm.
trying out. We're trying out, trial and error, and this is a first for us. And I think Candy's got a great idea on how we're going to go about this first
Oh,
time.
and honestly, guys, we've been talking about doing this, setting up this game thing for a while now. So honestly, tonight, all I did was write the number on a piece of paper. I took a picture of it and got did the details showing the date and the time. So the number's already pre-picked. I actually texted it to Lisa. So
It's
there's
already
going to be
been done.
no
No
change
cheating
on
that
that
way.
number. That number is solid.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yep.
only way we could do it because we just both are pushed for time. I just got back from out of town. I had to go to a funeral service for my ex, which was hard for me. But anyway, we won't talk about that.
You've been through a hard week, period. I just, I love you. I'm just gonna say that. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna park that bus and leave it right there. But I
Mhm.
love you.
Thank you.
We're warriors. We're strong. We got this. But you know what? Sometimes we are going through lots of things that
And
other people wouldn't think about. So
yeah, and
don't get
look,
angry if you don't get a call back or the time taken out for you like you think you should have. And this is not directed at any in particular people. I'm just saying I have heard through the grapevine from many people, actually, that individuals get upset sometimes if people don't answer them right away or don't give them a portion or quantity or a certain amount of their time that they think that they are deserving of. You got to understand, people are living their lives. Either they're sick or they're dealing with, like today. I was on this side of the highway in 104-degree heat with a hole in my radiator and no way home. And I have no vehicle now. I'm not saying this for, someone's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't need that. No, actually, do. Just go ahead and say it. Oh, that sucks, because it does. But I mean, here's the deal. I couldn't answer my phone for, and Sheila tried to call me right about the same time. She understood, I hope so anyway. I hope you understood, Sheila. I couldn't. Sam was texting me at the same time. He understood, I think. But I mean, I get bombarded, and I know Candy gets bombarded, and it's not like, well, we're just purposely neglecting and forgetting, and if we miss a few messages in there, It's probably because we're having to look at our phone, like for me, for instance, trying to find someone to haul my ass off my ASSC off the highway, or, because we have so many things going on, and we don't get to just lay back, relax, and do nothing, because that's non-existent for us. So I would like to just, I threw that out there, Candy. I'm sorry I had to, because
Yeah.
I know that you've gone through some things recently,
Yeah.
which makes me sad, because
Yeah.
it's not fair.
Yeah.
That is not fair behavior at all.
Well, the person texted me like at 4:30 in the morning, and which everybody knows that Sunday and Monday is my time with my husband. She texted me at 4:30 in the morning on a Sunday, and because I had not answered her by 4:30 that afternoon on the text, it was like, oh my God, she just tore me up a new one. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I can't do this anymore. And
I mean,
I'm
it's not.
like, I
That's a
wasn't
lot of
giving her
pressure.
enough focus or enough attention. And before I deleted all the texts and everything, I'm looking and I'm like, we exchanged 402 texts together. And I wish I would have screenshotted that, because how can you say that I'm not there for
Attention.
you?
And not to mention, and I like to say this, and for myself as well, because I have been through that exact. I go through it daily, actually, and I get people thinking I'm ignoring, or I'm just uncaring, or because, well, you said you'd be there for me. Yeah, but I'm there for hundreds upon hundreds of people, and I'm still one little girl, and Candy's still one little girl who's been sick. I've been sick in the hospital. We've been in the hospital. Everything, and if you've got Morgellons, you should know this. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Who do you think
And
deals with that? I'm a single mom. I have no husband, no nobody. I do it by myself. So I'm sorry if I missed your call. Sorry if I
yeah,
didn't have time at the moment, because I was utilizing it to either work my ass off like I do, job 16 hours a day, or call a tow truck, or my dad, or anyone. And Candy, we shouldn't have to apologize that, so I'm going to
I'm
rephrase
not
that.
going to, but well,
Shouldn't have
and
to.
again, everybody knows, everybody knows, my husband is my priority.
And
And
if I had one, I would feel the same way.
Sundays and Mondays, that's our time. And
It's
then on top of
important.
that, I've got 9 grandkids, so it's like, and I have 4 children, and it's like they always family. I got a
Yeah, I take
family.
care
I've
of my
been
mom and
sick.
dad too, you guys. It's like, please be gentle, and please be
Nice to
open
meet you.
minded
Nice
and
to
aware that it's like, it's not like, oh, like we purposely just want, oh, I just simply don't want to deal with that, I'm not going to talk. It's not like that. So that's not fair to put any pressure on anyone like that, especially if you have Morgellons. You should know. You should know better. We're not magicians, we're not wizards, thank goodness, because that's satanic. But the point is, we're trying, and we're putting so much love. And if we have time to come on a podcast, and you got time to point that out, and you had time to do your podcast, but not with me, I'm sorry, but we're outreaching to people, like the whole wide world, which is a priority. It's a priority for a reason. So if you happen to get skipped over that night during podcast because we had time to do that, that's because we made that a priority a long freaking time ago to do that, because it's an outreach to get attention, to bring awareness. And if you can't figure that out, you need to go back to the basement or sleep, whatever
Yeah.
you need to do.
And then, then too, me, I'm always smiling because I choose to not be sad. So even when I'm sick as heck,
Mhm.
and I feel like I'm gonna die, it's like the morning after we did that one podcast, I drove myself to the ER, wound up
Well,
in there.
I told you that's what I did to begin with. I'm like, I drove myself. I know you can do it. So you better get in there and go do it.
So if you see me
Yeah.
smiling, it's not because I'm feeling good. I force that smile out. I force myself to do things. And
Yeah. Never ever even had the option of thinking to have someone do anything for me. So you guys just be aware that some of us just, we're doing all we can. And some of us haven't had the same circumstances maybe as another, but we still have a lot on our plates, and the plate's hard to carry. And we're all equipped with different strengths. We are. None of us are alike, and some stronger than others, and some not so much. It doesn't make us bad or weak people. It doesn't make you bad or weak people. It's just please be aware of that because nobody's magical. Although I can do some pretty cool card tricks, but I mean, for real though, I mean, we're just asking that kindly from the depths of our heart. Please be understanding. Do you know how much stress that puts on, especially when you're a person that feels with your heart and your soul, and when you see someone upset, you're crying with them and crying for them, and then they get mad at you. Do you know how bad that hurts us, and how much more that adds on to your chances of getting well or healing? I'm talking about the person that's having to feel that pressure. It's a lot. It's a heavy, heavy load to carry. And it's not fair. And if anyone at all in this whole wide world should know this, it should be y'all. It should be all of us that have Morgellons. We know what Jesus, a small portion, must have felt hanging on that cross. Just a small portion, but we know this. So why would we put pressure on one another, be mad or upset if we're just not getting what we want? Because Lord knows by now we should all figure it out. It wasn't about us to begin with. Never has been, never will be. But by gosh, you took away yourself as a better person, a stronger person, a more understanding and loving person. So bring that back into the room and let's remember that.
Yeah, and another thing too, I want to mention that whoever does win this care package, okay, just because you win it on Friday night, don't mean it's not going to be there in a few days. Because if I
That's
contact
not
you and I say, what do you like? That means more than likely I have to go in there and sew it. I have to make it, you know. So it's like,
love
okay,
and care.
let's go,
And
Mom, good
again,
for you.
that's where some of Candy's, a lot of Candy's time goes. So and I don't even feel like I have to explain my time. I'm a single mom. I work my rear off. I provide as mommy and daddy. I'm the nurse practitioner. I'm the lawyer. I'm the electrician. I am the plumber. I am the Uber driver. I am the doer of all. And I should never have to explain myself other than to just simply say, I love you. And I will do everything I can within my power. And if for some reason you find yourself not hearing from me, there's a good reason for it. And the same goes for Candy. There's a very, very legit and good reason for it, if not for just the sheer fact that we are deserving of free time as well. We are deserving of nurturing ourselves as well. How else are we going to stay well? So just wanted to deliver the message tonight, and there it is. No disrespect meant towards anyone because I still feel nothing but love for everyone. Candy does too. I know that you guys know this about us. So, but just be patient if, because I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I can't even tell you how many times I've been like, oh, my sister, my brother, they're just ignoring me, and I have to remind myself that, well, no, they actually are. But I mean, it doesn't matter either, by the way, because you're enough. You're enough for you. And I had to remind myself of that over and over and over again. I might be alone. I might feel or actually know that nobody here in this area cares, but I'm enough. Candy's enough. We're enough. You're enough for you. You will always be enough. You don't need anyone else's approval. Yes, we all could use that shoulder to cry on. Absolutely, that support is important. But never forget your worth, your value, and that you are enough. You're enough. So, with that said, I got to go cut my niece's hair. So, I'm sorry, you guys. And I'm going to do that on foot because I don't have a car. It's my radiator's gone. So, I do know how to ride a tricycle. Had a motorcycle too, but the lady backed
Um,
over that and then ran back over it.
she's
So,
not
don't have a
coming to you.
motorcycle either.
She's not coming to you. You have to go to her.
No, she's coming here. I was totally joking, but I'm just like laughing because I have work to do still too. I had a surveillance I needed to do, which is fine. I can use my daughter's car, but it's just not very discreet. It's got all sorts of like Woodstock type stickers all over it. Like sticks out like a sore thumb. It's a little light blue Subaru Crosstrek. You can't miss it. Windows aren't tinted, so there you are with video camera. They're like, yeah, we got some hippie girl over here in our neighborhood tonight. And she's totally stalking. So it works out so well. But blonde hair, play dumb, works out every time. Not every time, lying. Just keep it blonde, people. Keep it blonde. Just kidding.
Can you see now? Since I stopped taking those prescription drugs, I'm like breaking out again. Look at this.
I'm telling you, if you watch our last podcast, I said the exact same thing. The second I
Oh
that
my
stopped that
God.
antibiotics, I broke out.
Oh. But you know what? I was looking at I was taking that Cefdinir. It's called Cefdinir, and
Yeah.
it cleans my
Someone asked how
stomach
you
so
what that was.
nicely. But I don't want to be on that stuff every day for the rest of my life because,
Well,
I don't
it'll
want to
run
have
out and
long.
stop working after a while.
Yes, or cause you kidney problems. I'm like, or some other bacterial infection in your lungs or whatever. Who
No, the
knows?
same thing happened to me the second I was that antibiotic stop. Not the second, obviously, that's an exaggeration. But I mean, within that same week, I started back with the sores everywhere, and it's part of life. It's part of our lives now. It shouldn't be, shouldn't have to be going through this,
Yeah.
but it is, and we're going to be okay. We can do
I don't
this.
want these lesions.
I know we don't deserve those lesions. We don't. Lord knows we don't. But Satan works hard and overtime on those that are belonging to the Lord. So don't forget that. You know who you belong to. This is just a mere moment. We'll get through it. We
No.
will get through this. One way or the other. Come
Sorry, I
hell
will,
or the
I
high
will
water.
correct tonight too, guys, because I've been out of town for 3 days. I just got back like at about 6:30 tonight, and I'm like, oh, we gotta do podcast tonight.
That's what I was thinking when I was standing on the side of the road, and I was supposed to actually be in Jackson, Wyoming on a surveillance there. They were going to fly me out yesterday, and I was like, phew, when that like fell through because I'm trying to move too, by the way. I'm in the middle of a move. I didn't tell you that, Candy. My
No.
house is pretty much done.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, on top of everything else, I am moving again for the 49th, 48th, 48th
Well,
time.
at least this will be the last time, right?
I don't know. I hate Texas. It's freaking hot here. I'd leave in a heartbeat, honestly.
Florida's even worse.
I,
Jeez.
I I don't really need a home. I just need somewhere to lay my head, which if a tent works. Saying.
Mm.
So I really, really want to just do all the off grid, run away from anywhere with the cell towers, all that good stuff. But that's a whole nother podcast. Something I've been working on, working towards, and looking forward to doing for quite some time, and not running away from the problems, just being part of a solution, which we'll get there. That'll come. Just wait.
I think
All
in
right,
like
dear. I love you.
Green Bank, West Virginia, where they have no cell phones and it's illegal to have a cell
Yeah,
phone or use Wi-Fi.
that. Well, we had what's his name? The Watcher, Eric the Watcher, the guest on that. I think a lot of reason why. Well, no, his family. He's actually from there, but he did mention some of those things, and yeah, there's definitely some good benefit to that. But Oregon, there's places in Oregon where my kids live as well. Cheap land too, by the way. There are places, the Midwest, Missouri, Arkansas. There are places, and I suggest that we all, as soon as we can, remove ourselves from what is the most harmful. And I'm not looking to live forever. I could care less. I would be okay to go home to my Lord right now. But I got work to do. I got things to do and people to help and problems to solve, or at least help with. So I got to do it while I'm healthy. So of course, we want to be healthy. We want to look for what's going to be most beneficial, and that's when we're thinking of others, like we do. Got to be alive to help others, right? So yeah, kind of that, kind of that. And thank you, Candy, for coming on and doing what you do every week with me. It's been a blessing this whole time, and I can't wait to do the winner chicken dinner.
I know, me neither. I'm like, that's so exciting. And I
I'm
just,
gonna have to get. She's almost here.
all right then.
All right, girly. I love you. Love you guys. Love you so much.
All
And
right.
thank
And
you for joining us.
remember, you got 2 weeks. You can choose 3 numbers 3 different comments,
between 1 and 300.
right? And
Don't forget.
you cannot delete or edit after you put the numbers in there.
Exactly. And you can leave them on the live stream or in, once the video posts. Well, if it's no longer live, doesn't matter. Just get in the comment section. Actually, that's even more important because it helps the channel as well, and people, the awareness be raised upon that.
And
So,
share the video.
yeah, please do, you guys. Just share, watch, share, give thumbs up. It all helps. And I mean, if you're sick with Morgellons, why aren't you already leaving thumbs up or comments? I mean, it's for us. It's for all of us. It's like, I don't do this for me. There's no glory in this. I get condemned every day. Candy doesn't do this for her. This takes away time from our family and things that we do. We do it for the awareness. So it's just a simple, click of the button or use your finger just to click like, or you can click hate with that thumbs down. You can do that too because that still helps. Just saying. So just something, just do your part. Even if it's a small part, it's an important part. So yeah, love you, love you, love you.
Good night,
Guys, have a
everybody.
good night.
Good
Bye.
night, Lisa.
Bye. I'll
Bye.
talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.